we're going to help you figure out whether or not you are a narcissist.
Well, you just really have high self-esteem about yourself.
Yeah, because I mean, one person's high self-esteem is the
Another
other person's
narcissism.
I agree. I concur.
Okay, so we got our definitions up here on the screen for you, all big and bold. Narcissism is an excessive focus on oneself, often at the expense of others.
Right.
And self-esteem or high self-esteem is a positive view of oneself without demeaning others. Okay.
Righteous.
Without demeaning others. And so first, let's get into self-esteem, which is basically how you feel about yourself, the confidence that you exude that keeps you going. But as our slide says, but like anything, there's a balance. So we're going to get into self-esteem, whether or not it's a good thing and whether or not it can get out of hand. So let's get into the self-esteem.
Let's get into it. I mean, like even for me, self-esteem, you're supposed to have good self-esteem. Yeah. Self-esteem, period.
I think everyone should
have
have
I don't care if it's high. I don't know, low, not so much, but high self-esteem, yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. You know what I mean? Not belittling others because they ain't got nothing to do with them. That's why it's called what?
Self-esteem.
It's about how I feel about me, not you. You can say whatever you want to about me.
And don't allow nobody to break that down.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean?
And part of self-esteem is also confidence. Okay.
Yeah.
Feeling good about yourself and things like that. You know, your different affirmations we was talking about before, how you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I got this. I'm the best and all that stuff. And some people do need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do because they suffer from low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And
you need those affirmations.
So you got to have those affirmations so your esteem will be high.
So you got a question for us?
Who that?
You.
Me? I don't know, do I? Just ask the question. I don't know. I wouldn't even think about that question for real.
Is high self-esteem too much confidence? Is that what is it? What is the line drawn?
I really don't think it's one when it comes to high self-esteem because it's real internal. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You know what I mean? Now, people can take it as being, you know, maybe
too much.
Maybe too much.
Man,
too much.
I think kind of coincides and goes hand in hand because if you're self-confident about who you are and what you're doing, I mean, you're confident. I mean, you exude confidence.
Right.
And I think,
but you ain't belittling nobody.
And you're not hurting anybody.
But that's not the same thing, right? So,
right. And that's when it changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when you
like when you become a narcissist, you become a narcissist when you expect others to look at you like this.
Yeah.
Like you look at yourself.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you expect it, that's when it becomes a problem.
Right. Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, you could have a lot of self-esteem and a lot of confidence, and it can the lines can get kind of blurred because I think at different times we're different people.
Yeah,
you know, is true. We may display a little narcissism at times. Narcissism.
I think we do because especially in the business world, and it's necessary sometimes.
I think it's just in an
it depends on what kind of business, first of all. If you know what I mean, like in the entertainment business, yeah, you got to be a little narcissistic, you know, in entertainment because you want that feedback. If you director, say it, I'm the best. Say it, guys. You know what I mean?
I don't even think it's so much that it's so much in our society that if you aren't confident when you're doing business, then that's what people expect, right?
Yeah,
so if they don't see that, then they.
But you don't have to be a narcissist.
They're going to go after. No, I understand that, but like you're saying, you got to be a little bit.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of that.
I think narcissism is innate in all of us. It's dormant.
Nothing's eating me.
My brother. But I feel like it's dormant in all of us. We just have to learn how to keep it in check. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we got our traits of narcissism on here. Since we're talking about narcissism now, we've gotten into that. We have a lack of empathy, a sense of entitlement, as you've seen when our show first came on, and an inflated sense of self-importance. So we'll kind of,
and that's what we kind of saying in a way is inflate. You know what I'm saying? Inflated, like you making it this big, bro. Don't drag nobody into your self-esteem.
That's where it becomes.
That's when you become
egotistical
and cocky and arrogant and all this whole other shit that people, you know, don't like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if all of us got high self-esteem about it, you know, about ourselves, but you is just say John started talking. then I'd be like, well, I did that too because I want to. You know what I'm saying? I try to.
I love that guy.
You know,
I try to change that guy,
because I don't like the fact that you like yourself that much. So I'm gonna talk about me, and get everybody here to agree with me,
right?
You know.
So if they feeling small within themselves, then your confidence gonna make them feel even smaller.
Yeah. And we talked about the 3 different traits:
what's this?
Lack of empathy, entitlement, and inflated sense of self. So if you display some of those traits, then it could be a little narcissism going on with you. But we're going to get into actually the different types of narcissism. If you didn't know, we have 2 different types of narcissism. We have the grandiose narcissism. And this is when someone thinks that they're the absolute best and they deserve all the attention. I'm sure we all know some people like that. They always bragging about themselves and their achievements. And, you know, like they're the center of the world.
Right there. You get right behind it, right?
Oh, no, did not say that.
Are we talking about Napoleon?
Yeah, you got Napoleon complex. Yeah.
Okay, we also have vulnerable narcissism, and this one is a little bit different. It's like someone who kind of has like a fragile type of ego where they might act tough, but deep down it's like, I'm really sensitive and I don't want you to talk about me, and I'm going to take everything that you say personally. You know, they may be strong up front, but they're easily, you know, kind of hurt, and it may seem like they're the most confident person in the world, and they're strong, but they easily.
And I think that grandiose and that one to be the same person.
Yeah,
it's like how they act like that. They act like that just to, you know, deflect a little. You know what I mean?
Those are those telephone tough guys.
You got one to push it away.
Yeah. So I think they're kind of the same person. That's why they're acting grandiose, because they really fragile. They don't want nobody to know. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't tough, but I'm loud.
Say it again.
I ain't mean, but I'm ugly. Beat my chest. Hold me back.
So one of them thinks they're like the center of attention, they're the superstar, and the other one kind of struggles with and have like self-doubt. So they're it's kind of like they have low self-esteem if you think about it. In a way, it's kind of like they have that lower self-esteem. But remember, we all have a little bit in us. It's about kind of finding the balance in between. So do you all have any examples, anything that you can talk about?
Like I would just did it. That little nigga back there. Look, it's a lie. It's a lie. Just say, like, he doing so much, he don't realize he's doing it right. You know what I mean?
He said it's a lie.
Nah, he be like, just say, like, he did it last night. We were talking about the old day. Well, I was talking about the old day, and he gonna start bringing up his football day. Brother, why you football?
He brings it up.
Yeah. No, you can't hoop.
Hey, man, he always brings up that old stuff because that's when everybody was as tall as him. That was the good old days.
The good old days.
What about y'all? Y'all have an example?
I got a boss man.
Is it yourself or somebody that you know? Or?
I got a boss man, and he's a little shit. Oh my God, he's a little shit, and he knows he's a little shit.
Yeah,
and he's a narcissist. No, he's a me.
Pick me.
No, me.
Yeah.
No, me. Yeah. And this dude come in, he looks for something every single morning. And he's shorter than Kevin.
Yeah.
And this dude, I swear to God, like I I'm a nice guy. I let everybody push me a little bit. I give just to see where they're at and see how I can break it down. But man, he called me off guard one day, and he come in there and he found something, and he found something else, and blah. I just wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
I said, Walt, if you gonna talk shit to me, you go grab that stool so you can look me right in the eye. You understand? And it shut him the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then I walked out.
That was fucking beautiful.
Hey, he hadn't come. Hey, I swear to God, he ain't come back in there and started talking nothing.
That is fucking beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
What about you, bro?
Well, it's like, to me, you find narcissism when you dealing with people in a relationship wise, whether it be a social relationship or you in a committed relationship, intimate relationship.
Right.
If you having some type of conflict, it's usually the conflict comes from somebody's a little bit narcissistic about what's going on. You have to learn how to yield. Like, do I digress, or do I keep pressing the issue?
Right.
Can we come to terms on something? But if you already got in your mind made up that what I say is finite is wrong, you're wrong and I'm right.
And I'm right.
Yeah.
So I basically see that dealing with relationships. Not just business relationships. It happens in business relationships too.
I got you.
Yeah, especially they try to turn everything around on you to make themselves look better because they feel bad that you're addressing something to them. That could be a sign that you're narcissist. You're not.
So you ain't even listening. You ain't heard nothing I said.
And you heard it all the time.
You know what I
mean?
No,
I listen to you. Listen to me. Yeah. And what about you? If you say, I think that perhaps you should. What about you? Look at you. You do this. You do that.
Right. But we ain't even talking about me today. We talking about you.
That's how whataboutism.
Or if I am talking about me right now, then
and make you feel bad.
Now we can't talk about me because you have the problem.
But even if you were to say like, you right. You right. Oh, you trying to switch it up on me? No, I'm just agreeing with you. Don't patronize me. Oh, that was hers. That was hers right there. Yeah, like we done got over that now. Yeah. But she was already mad at me at some other stuff. Then I say something. Don't you patronize me? I said, what that word? I'm like, man, I had to call Rico. Bobby. I had to call Rico. I'm like, what patronize?
I was like, that's when you patronize the same bar.
It's like the same thing you said when you said, don't put that jacket on me.
Right. Don't put that jacket on me.
Don't put that jacket on me.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
So, like I said, I think we all display narcissistic behavior every once in a while. But when you try to deliberately hurt somebody, hurt their feelings, and when you don't care about when you don't care about them and their actions and things like that, I think it gets a little dangerous when you get into trying to hurt somebody.
Yeah, especially people you care about. Well,
but narcissists only care about themselves.
Right? Yeah, they don't have that empathy or that sense of.
I feel like narcissists will love their significant other. They do, but it's not the same. It's like more of a thing than it is a relationship.
Yeah, they like the way
they like to showcase it and tell everybody. Yeah, I love her or whatever. But how you treating them at home?
Yeah, and treat them like shit.
And gaslighting them, making them think they crazy.
Let me ask y'all a question. With that being said,
hold on, wait, because you ain't on the mic. I can't hardly hear you.
Why you pouring?
They pouring up over there.
With that being said, would y'all consider that a little bit of a sociopathic behavior?
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
I think
it's getting there.
Not sociopathic in the sense that you're gonna kill everybody, but sociopathic. You just don't.
Well, that's psychopath, but sociopath more like a social type of.
You disconnected from how you treat people, how they feel, how they.
Yeah, but because you're so hung up on yourself, and you want everybody to think that you're the one that's pulling this relationship, and you're the one that's doing everything. You're paying the bills. You're doing this. You're doing that. They ought to be happy that they got somebody like you. And I'm doing this.
Because I do it all the time at work. I said, shit, I pay all the bills. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she do all right at her job. You know what I mean? Nah, I just play.
You bring your ass home, baby. What you need, baby?
Nah, look.
It's funny. I just go off subject, but I'm sitting there looking at the camera, and like right over your left shoulder, it looks like he's like a little Jimmy the Cricket right on your shoulder.
And I look at the camera. Why did I look at the camera?
The funny thing is, his head's right here, and it looks like that, and then his hair is passing your ass.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Now, what were you saying?
I'm sorry.
You took us down there.
I apologize.
Now he don't even remember what he was saying.
No, it's like,
tell him, Jimmy.
But it's like, to me, it's that little fine line how you treat people that brings in the sociopathic behavior on
or narcissistic behavior.
Yeah. So it's like hindsight. Some people would really ignore that whole little fine line.
Yeah,
and then continue to blame you on it and be null to how you feel about it. That would make me think, damn, is that sociopathic behavior?
Yeah, because a lot of people will blame you even though it's their fault.
Yeah, they will.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes them feel better.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this situation.
They
already
have their own situations going on.
Yeah.
And then you come around, you're like, you made my situation worse. Well, I'm gonna leave. Your situation still gonna be the same.
See, if you hadn't left, I wouldn't. If you hadn't left, I wouldn't be in this situation.
Right.
Make up your mind.
Yeah.
You know.
It's that arrogance that will get you in that matter of fact.
Yeah.
But narcissism. Let's talk about narcissism versus our healthy self-esteem that we was talking about, because it's okay for you to have high self-esteem and value yourself and hold yourself in such a regard, but we want that self-esteem to be healthy. Okay, so we want you to be positive and feel good about yourself and your abilities, but we don't want you to put other people down in the process.
Hold yourself accountable as well.
So I think that's where it steps into narcissism, when there's no empathy, there's no understanding, and it starts to be a whole lot of criticism and pointing the fingers at the other person because you're the best. Can't nobody outdo you. You the one, you the one that's pulling this relationship, or you the one that's pulling this friendship. You the one always doing this or that. So,
but see, like Recon said, it's good in business.
Yeah,
but it's not good in relationships. It's good. It's good in sports, but it's not good in relationships.
Honestly, I think it's good in a lot of.
I'll
explain my situation.
Look at his eyes.
And I'll explain my situation. I'm a very look. I don't care. I'm very confident. Very. Like I when I'm out in business, when I'm talking to people, when
you can back it up,
when I'm in sales, well,
that'd be the thing.
But it's also a mental attitude, right? Because okay, so anything that I do, I want to be so confident that it's borderline narcissistic.
Okay,
I can understand.
And I'm gonna tell you why. It's like when I go in and I talk to somebody, I want them to know because I look young. I'm 42, but I'm like, hey, can I see your ID?
Get misconstrued.
Can I see your ID?
But they don't want to take you serious if you seem like younger. So when I come, and I've always had to sell myself. Like I think I went over that before. So I think the more that you have to do that in life, like the more and more you're able to tweak it. But a smart person would know when it's going over the line, and when they're tweaking it enough to benefit themselves and their family or whatever. And that's what I try to do, because I was in sales forever, man. And I got to be very
But and that's one thing too. Long as you understand it, you know how to come back home. You know what I'm saying? Have that balance.
Well, I think it becomes manipulation and how to,
But it's part of it. But
but there's good and bad.
What are your intentions behind it?
You're conscious of it. So I'm doing this to get this job, to get this done. But like I know what I'm doing. I'm conscious. I'm aware of I'm being sarcastic or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Criticizing.
It's like I'm aware, but this is just to do a job so I can get to where I got to go. To.
Like, see, but people so
exactly.
You got to play the game on top of So if you're not confident, if you're not confident in yourself, if you don't have high self-esteem and you're not a little bit narcissist, you're always going to second guess. There's always going to see some other way.
Nobody ain't gonna hire you
doing it wrong.
When you come in for a handshake or you talking to somebody and you look over there.
I'm right now.
You feel what I mean? All that. You already not getting hired. First of all,
it should be a balance. You should balance it. It should be some sort of balance. I feel like it should be a balance between the two. As long as you can balance it out, whether if I'm in a business setting, I'm at work, I'm going to be like this because I have to be, because my employees will think that they can run over me, versus when you get home to your relationship, when it's time to communicate, when it's time to listen, when it's time to show empathy to your friends and others. I think that's when it gets kind of out of hand, when you start being like that all the time. And it could just be your personality. It could just be who you are. And you probably need to first own up to it and recognize it, and then try to. It's so hard to change behavior, though. It's hard to change it, but you can manage it. Because I think changing someone's behavior once they get a certain age is
they can get. But see, what happens is, like John just said, you got to surround yourself with people that gonna tell you about yourself. Be surround themselves
with a bunch of yes men.
And you ain't gonna never change because you already locked in.
They pretty much want to see you fail. They're not gonna hold you accountable.
Well, I mean, because if you don't hold yourself, just like Kevin sitting over here, he called him out right here.
So why am I here?
Don't care about your feelings.
Why am I
here?
Boom. But you're a good sport. You can still, but like one thing about being a good friend, bro, you can have fun and still tell the people about themselves, without it being like, hey, bro, you know they were fucked up. And I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Just joke about it, but I'm serious,
right?
But we ain't gonna laugh about it. You know what I'm saying?
And in your
atmosphere, we're gonna have a little seriousness in it too. Like, you know what I mean?
And in your relationships too, I mean, there's a lot of breakdown in communication because people don't think they can come to people. Usually narcissists, they don't think they can come to you because they don't know how you're coming back.
Right.
It's like, I don't know if I should talk to him about this or her about this because I don't know how you're gonna come back.
So it's not that the other person wouldn't be receptive.
It's they don't know.
Like you said,
they don't know what to expect.
Exactly.
They don't know if they're gonna come out the bag on them.
And that's a part of it. I mean, if you really mean what you say about whatever you about,
say what you mean.
Expect whatever come back.
Yeah.
But they may be afraid, and that's when you get into that narcissistic behavior that I'm scared to talk to you because I think that you might say something or do something to hurt me.
With a closed mouth, don't get fed.
You're right. So you have to know who you're talking to. It's just like if I ask you, if we have a disagreement and you cuss me out and you cuss me out real bad, and I'm like, what? I ain't even do nothing. You know, why you so angry? Why you cussing? So, and then the other person is like, well, you know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with you because I can't read your mind. I don't know what's going on with you, but if that's the way that y'all communicate,
been around each other that long, you're supposed to know.
Right. You're supposed to know.
That
but if
makes no sense.
It's not fair at all.
Right. But if y'all communicate with each other regularly by cussing each other out,
that's
then
not
that
healthy.
may be y'all love language. I don't know. That may be the way that y'all communicate.
Toxic
now, I'm
love
gonna be looking crazy because I'm not used to that, but maybe y'all are used to that. But you got to look at yourself. You got to say, look. Is it something that I'm doing that I could be doing better? Could I be communicating better? Why am I talking like this? Why am I acting like this? Is this a defense mechanism?
Yeah.
Well,
what is this?
Like John said, like it's good to have that mentality in the element of work or whatever. And like I was saying, even with sports, for instance, like boxers, when we do our weigh-ins, we exude nothing but narcissism. There's nothing you can do to hurt me.
Yeah.
And your mentality is nothing I can do to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have that mentality to go in there and do what we do. Mm-hmm. A football player, you can't be in the locker room with any doubt in your mind that these people are better than you.
Right.
No.
But is that necessarily narcissism though? And that's what is that necessary? Could it be just high confidence about me?
Yeah.
But I think this is where narcissism comes in, that when you don't know how to cut this shit off. Because I've seen and been around some people that outside the gym
that run out.
That same motherfucker. And you be like, dude, come on. Man. You know what I'm saying?
That was then. We out here.
I done seen some guys lose and still, bruh, you just got your ass tore into.
Yeah.
And then now you want to go talk crazy to the dude in the weight class lower than you because your confidence level has been shook. And is that like the grandiose narcissism?
Right. Hey, and that's the question, right? So what you think it is, man?
If you know you lost, if you know you in the wrong, but
and you still like, well, we're gonna get to that. I guess we could like in because we're gonna have a look at it.
Okay, let's go.
So in the game, we gotta decide whether it's narcissism or high self-esteem, and that's kind of a great way to start it. You know what I mean? Because what is it? What is that? You know, you know what I mean?
Is it narcissism? Or is it high
confidence?
Damn, I should have wrote a jingle.
Self-esteem.
I ain't got no jingle though. I ain't got it.
Hey, you should have called.
I know, right?
Okay, so in front of you have these handy dandy paddles that HB made for y'all. On one side it says narcissism, on the other side it says high self-esteem. So
we taking points.
Yeah, you want to take? Okay, let's see.
I'm colorblind. I'm colorblind. What color did you make that?
Okay,
is that a red?
Yeah.
That's red.
Oh, great! Damn, I ain't got my applause set up. Shit. Hold on.
Oh, that is red.
Yeah, you great. You great. Hold on, applause.
It looked like Pepto Bismol is what I'm asking.
It looks a little pinkish. It looks a little pinkish.
Oh, so it is. It's
red. So you got narcissism with a sad face, and then you got high self-esteem with a happy face. And then you all out there listening and watching us, make sure you put it in the chat too, what you think it is. Is it narcissism or is it self-esteem? Now, I know narcissism is a long word to spell, so you can put N or H if you're feeling that way. But let us know if it's narcissism or high self-esteem when I give you the scenario.
She just had high self-esteem because she's telling y'all she knew how to spell. Y'all ain't got.
Yes, I did win the spelling bee. Okay, are y'all ready?
Yes, man.
Yes, drill sergeant, sir.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Well, don't ask, don't tell.
I guess.
Okay. The first one. Okay. A person constantly dominates conversation and redirects topics to their achievements. Is it narcissism or is it high self-esteem?
Narcissism.
I
think.
Tad bit. What is it? You gotta turn it halfway then.
I think it's just narcissism.
I think it's
narcissism. Is that considered transitioning?
Too. I don't have a
you little self-absorbed.
Okay. Someone who accepts a compliment graciously and responds with a simple thank you.
High self-esteem.
Okay.
What y'all got high self-esteem?
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
Y'all doing well. I don't know about the first one. John, he down by half a point.
John got the buzzer. Half a point.
This is for John. A team member believes in their abilities and speaks up during discussions, but also listens to others' input and values collaboration.
John.
High self-esteem. John Dingo.
the shirts are coming.
Okay, so John Dingo, what would have made that narcissism?
So now I'm thinking about John Dingo.
Now he got to go ask Recon.
Shit. I'm going to put you on the spot. But let's go to the next one. You can think about that one. An individual posts about their accomplishments on social media with the intention of inspiring others.
I self-esteem.
That inspiring others got them then.
What they call them? Not.
Now, if you had to say just looking for likes, that would have been a whole different guy.
Right.
That been narcissism.
Just looking for likes is narcissism.
Yeah.
They call them influencers, bro. They got a whole title. Right. Influencer.
Okay. When criticized, someone becomes defensive and tries to shift the blame onto others. Narcissism. Okay. A friend actively listens to your problem, provides empathetic advice, and offers help when needed. Empathetic got them, didn't it?
Yeah. I feel like this is coded for narcissists. You know what I'm saying? Like they be like, keyword.
Yeah. Okay. A person constantly boasts about their abilities and belittles others' efforts.
Narcissism.
Oh, y'all are good. Somebody was listening. Someone shares their personal experiences not to seek attention, but to relate and connect with others.
Yeah, have self-esteem. Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
2 more.
What a tricky ones? What a tricky ones?
2 more. An individual openly acknowledges their mistakes, apologizes, and does not take responsibility for their actions.
But don't take
read that again. Can't throw the head out of me.
An individual openly acknowledges their mistakes, apologizes, but does not take responsibility for their actions.
That's a smart
narcissist.
Yeah.
But narcissists will do that. They'll turn it around. They'll be like, "Baby, I'm sorry."
They'll bait you in.
Yeah, but right quick. Yeah. I used to be great at this shit. I ain't gonna lie.
So you saying you used to be a narcissist?
I told mother, you can dress some shit up real good.
But you still the same
you
shit,
can sugar, you can sprinkle sugar on shit. You still gonna smell, taste like shit.
You put lipstick on a pig.
Okay, this is the last one. This is another one for John since he loves the workplace. During a group project, someone acknowledges and appreciates the contributions of the team members, but also says how they think the project should have gone.
I said, I think that's how self-esteem, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Yeah, tell me because I don't know.
I think I'm on John's side.
Well, because are we talking about the boss man?
We talking about it's a group project. So
say the boss man. I guess that's the boss man. Like this is where I think because I mean, if there's always corrective criticism in a workplace environment, this is what it is. This is the way everybody did it, and this is what ways could we improve it. Then you got to fill out these dumbass little cards, and then you submit it.
And nobody never reads it.
Well, then, but I think that's like training for most corporate,
But then they go around and tell you how I guess I was a little on the fence about it because it's like it says, you're doing a good job and everything, but this is how it should have gone. So you telling me how you would have done it, but we're in a group, we're in a team.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that kind of makes it about you. I don't know. What y'all think?
I'm with John.
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, because if a group did it, right?
The group did it.
Say there's 9 ways to skin the cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody's trying to get to an end product.
Mm-hmm.
The journey is really, you got to
the group got to decide what they gonna keep and what they gonna get rid of.
So what if one person in the group was making all the decisions and the other people in the group, and then this person
it don't matter if everybody in the group agrees with that person.
Yeah, I think it's why he asked the question. Is it coming from leadership?
Yeah, okay. Well, the boss is saying y'all did a great job. I appreciate all y'all efforts, but it's it could have done it like
this person right here in the group that's doing this.
That's basically like a teacher giving you instructions.
It didn't say. So what do you think? Well, what scenario you think? You think if it was the boss, it would be different than one of the team members?
100%.
If it was all confided in the group, it's kind of narcissistic because you had a chance to say what you want to say while we were doing the project.
Yeah, because it says
but you decided to wait to the end to say what you were going to say.
Okay. Well,
you feel what I mean?
I feel like this question is more situational.
Yeah, because it says someone acknowledges.
But then they say it was the boss or somebody included in the group.
So but then they say what they would have done.
Yeah, because
you've been a supervisor, I've been a supervisor, he's been a supervisor. So we're thinking from that level.
That's what I'm doing now with people. So I gotta tell them, hey, that's great. We just.
But I would have did it like this.
But the way it needs to be done, the way I would do it. And then,
well, don't you think that's kind of putting yourself in it?
All right,
yeah, but as a boss, you have to.
We got a caller. What up? What up? What up? This your boy O.C.B, man. Who I'm talking to?
My friends, Rondell is on this end.
Rondell, what's going, man? Rondell.
I didn't think we were gonna get that call.
What's going on?
Hey,
Beautiful people.
Man, what's up, Rondell?
Hey, man, what's the name of the show again? You know I be forgetting.
Today is the hot topic of the day. The shot word of the day is narcissism
or high self-esteem.
What's the first the first three letters of NARC, whatever that what's the first three letters?
NAR.
Narc.
It sounds like I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts.
You ain't trying to get no Rico with Trump.
Right?
Man, I ain't got time for none of that. Leave the orange dude alone. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, man, I was just checking in. I had just came back. I had to go get me some catfish, man. Catfish and french fries tonight.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah,
Did you get that from All Night Food Squad? Because Squad, I thought he had something else on the
You
menu.
better know it. Mr. Knight, stay on. Call him. Hit him up. I'm like my mama used to say, I'm fuller than a cigarette. Yeah, man. Yeah, but yeah, man, let me see this high self-esteem and all that old good stuff. You know, right there got high self-esteem, right?
Yeah, what makes you have high self-esteem?
I'm the life of the party.
But that's a little narcissistic though, right?
Hey, I love it. I'm both of them. I'm a Gemini. I'm both of them. If you don't like it, slide to the left. Slide to the right. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how they go right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, but yeah, you know, I got a whole lot of help. High self-esteem, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
for the ladies.
I don't think that's what we talking about, high self-esteem for the ladies. That's something different.
Right.
It don't matter. You know why?
What?
It's the Rondell Show. The Rondell Show.
He took the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then you hung up on it.
Yeah, that's Rondell.
No buying nothing.
That's Rondell.
Oh, we got stars. We got stars.
Okay.
Thank y'all for the stars.
Man, appreciate it for the stars, man. We who all tuned in, bro?
We got 6 people watching. We got Fred Lee, Chef Lee, and we got Lola.
The name is Lola. Lola Falana.
Something wrong with us.
And I can't see who else. Can you see on your end? And they don't leave us any comments, so we can't even see who it is. But whoever it is, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Like I said, we always appreciate the stars, man. Tell a friend, man. Y'all share, like, share, and send the stars so we can keep bringing you this great content to make your life better. You did.
Yeah, that's all we're trying to do.
Yeah,
that's all we're trying to do, make your life
better.
So
is that high self-esteem or narcissism?
Us trying to make your life better. I think that's high self. I think we're very confident in our abilities.
Yeah.
So that's self-esteem.
Open y'all mind. Yeah.
So I think we're very. We didn't say,
my brother.
We didn't say it. If y'all don't watch, we getting you, or you know, our show is better than that other show.
Right.
Because one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Give a dog a bone.
I think that's insensitive, the second verse. I don't know what red fish are.
Okay, we talked about all these different aspects of narcissism and self-esteem to kind of give you an idea of the difference between the two and how to spot them, or if you do display narcissistic behavior. If you are a narcissist, you probably need to look at yourself, check yourself out, and see what you can do.
You better check yourself
to be
before
better.
you wreck yourself.
And we talked about narcissism in relationships, so we'll kind of talk about it again because that's what we like to do. We like to talk about relationships, don't we?
Yes, man, because relationships make the world go round, man. With my brother, man, you feel what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
Facto.
Yes.
Exacto facto.
So I don't. If any of you are brave enough to talk about it in the comments and let us know what's going on.
Just like we got a little more on
Or
time.
you can call us.
In. You feel
You
what I'm
got the
saying?
number. You have O.C.B number. You can call us
and
and let us know how you feel about narcissism versus high
Or
self-esteem.
you got a story about it, or tell us about you, and you want to ask us: is this narcissistic behavior that I have, or is it high?
Get it off your chest.
Self-esteem about myself.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're not no trained physicians, no doctors, never.
No.
I think we understand.
We'll take a look at it.
We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, between the four of us, we can let you know if this behavior is something that you should be concerned about.
You got 4 listening ears.
Yeah. So
y'all go. I want to hang out one day. He seems like he a cool dude.
That's your type of guy, huh?
Little bit crazy.
Yeah.
He a cool dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So do you all think that narcissism can be changed or managed? How do you think?
Yeah, because I
What do you
think we kind of touched on it earlier, man. Like when John was talking about the company that you keep in a way. You know what I'm saying? Surrounding yourself with people gonna tell you about yourself versus surrounding yourself by yes men. You feel what I mean? So and that's a good way to break it. Because you do know the difference. Because as soon as you're around somebody that's genuinely concerned about your behavior and you feel guarded, you know that's the right person to talk to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't trying to hurt your feelings. Your feelings hurt because you just can't take the truth. You feel what I mean?
The truth's supposed to hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah.
And I think being self-aware is better than anything. Just being aware that, okay, this could be me. I'm just thinking about what y'all saying.
But
and
if you're around all the
like
same
me.
kind of,
this sound like somebody I know.
But if you're around the same kind of people that allow that type of behavior, that was anything. When you surround yourself with any kind of foolish behavior or certain kind of behavior,
they basically watching you fall, watching you, waiting on you to fail.
Yeah.
What they say, preying on your downfall.
Right.
In a sense.
Yeah. But if it is you, or you do know somebody that is displaying, and it gets kind of dangerous as to where you are fearful, or you're constantly hurt, and it's taking a toll on you mentally, and it's really stressing you out, then you probably need to seek some counseling.
It also goes back to what you were saying, is like how people just scared to say something.
Yeah, it could be scared.
They so used to this type of behavior so much, they were like,
and words can definitely hurt.
Oh yeah, I used to be a motherfucker with that words.
Yeah,
and saying it at the right time.
Yeah,
just to hurt.
I still am a little bit.
Man, I'm talking about
I put him up like a samurai.
But
put it right back in the scalp.
I had to pay attention. Like when I found somebody, when I ran across people that did the same shit I do. And when it backfired,
you saw it.
Woo! That's what that shit feel like. All right, I'm good.
Right. You realize you was in a boxing match.
You
got a dose of your own medicine. You got a dose of your own medicine. Okay, so the first step is acknowledging it and realizing that, okay, I could display this type of behavior, like John said the other day. The other week, he said he thought he was a sociopath or a psychopath.
Socio.
So he acknowledged it. He became self-aware that maybe I got an issue.
Right.
And so that's the first step. And then, and sometimes that take a lot of humility, because you're like, okay, I'm admitting it to myself. I'm admitting it to others. And then I'm man or woman enough to do something about it before it gets out of control, and you end up in jail somewhere because of your actions and your words.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Was
that a little empathy?
I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to step on her. I apologize. But
they learning in this motherfucker.
Earlier when we said, can it be changed, can it be managed? And so in my 20s, I'm scared. I'll never ever have a midlife crisis. But the thing is like, as soon as I started having, so I was one way. Yeah, and I felt like I wasn't very empathetic to anybody except for like maybe a couple of people that that I was real with. They were real, anyway
in the circle.
But and I was always working, and the way I made my money was anyway. The thing is like,
don't say it. We know your daughter. Look, his daughter over there, people. So he didn't want to say it, but he used to be a prostitute.
Niece is in the building.
I mean, just go and say you was a prostitute. She don't understand.
He was a gigolo.
No,
just block his OnlyFans.
Y'all wrong. Cause I want my money. No, I never charged nobody. I could have been charging.
And I'm in charge of the girls.
Oh,
You in charge of the girls.
I'm in charge of the girls.
Dude, with interest? Oh my God. That's what happens when you start after 40. Credit.
Let me check my credit.
No, but so how my stuff changed was like when I started having my kids and just then that didn't change it. It was like slowly as they got older and could understand. Like it puts in perspective for yourself. Like you like that little silent drive to work. Sometimes you catch yourself in and you're just in your own thoughts. And sometimes that goes through my, and I got little girls, like I said, and I want them to know what a man's supposed to be. So I want to present myself as that way.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And as doing that, it literally changed my attitude towards other people because now I've put myself in their shoes or how they view things so much that I try to incorporate. It's just a habit now. You know what I mean? And so, and I've really noticed a big change in myself over the years. But it's like when I got like that's the reason why I asked earlier, is this about a leadership position at work or this? Because now, like I have a totally different mindset. Right. So I'm a totally different person when it comes to business and work.
Right. Because the closer we get to death, our mind change. And it sounds fun, but I'm dead. You know,
it sounds macabre, but it's
like the older you get, you start caring about your sanity more than
and your health.
And your health and all of that, man. Because and then you already got so many friends that's done and all this other stuff going on. So your brain change. Like, I want happiness, bro. Right. I don't want chaos.
Over anything.
Chaos, happiness. I don't like chaos. In my 20s, chaos.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's do it. That's what we're doing. But then, like, time goes on, I'm like, you know what? I ain't ready yet.
Right.
Let's not do that. That's not a good
idea. I've looked back and like, God damn, I could have been in prison.
Right.
Man, oh my God, what was I? And you run it through and it scares you. Right there, and it's already dead and gone over with. Right. And you're just like, oh.
And I stay saying, I hope all my sons are better than me.
Look, I remember like once, like this recently, and I started just remembering some stuff. I just through a regular conversation. And I got to look around. I got nervous.
I know.
But the shit happened when I was in my 20s. But it's like, you know what I'm saying?
That little shiver goes down your spine.
The heebie-jeebies.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I should be giving you the side eye.
What kind of the boom? What y'all say?
Bombastic side eye.
Bombastic side eye.
Bombastic. Semi-fantastic.
That's me on my button.
Roll. Smooth.
All right now. Okay. Y'all got a little something. Don't let me bust out my LL Cool J. Well, I'm alone in my room.
Oh, when he just here?
Yeah, I missed him. You know I like this LL.
I didn't know he was coming. Like,
shout out to the force.
I sure hate I missed LL.
I saw Bishop. And
I was like, I didn't even know LL was here. I would have been there. I would have been there.
Who there?
Yeah, I remember when she came. Yeah.
Oh, can I say one thing too, right quick? I know it's a bit off subject.
Go ahead.
I should have brought it up when we were talking about what happened currently in the world and in society, whatever. But R.I.P. to that young wrestler, man, Bray Wyatt. Listen, this I liked him because
that was nice.
I haven't been into wrestling as I used to be.
But that's what
that guy he caught my attention.
Yeah.
And then
the whole family though, the group, the family.
But him though. Yeah. See, my favorites have always been Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. I lost two of my favorites, left with one, and he passed the torch to this kid. I'm like, to me that was a big deal. Yeah. So just RIP to that brother and that family, man, and much love to the wrestling community.
Yeah.
I ain't mean to get out subject like that.
No, you good. We down to our last 3 minutes. So let's get these last words in. I want you to look at that camera.
We actually got a little bit long because we started a little late.
Oh yeah, we did stop. Yeah, we got about by the time we get through these last words. So y'all look at that camera and give me your last words. Who we starting?
Oh, we doing last words?
We doing last words. It went quick, didn't it?
Yeah. But it's
I'm tired of hearing that. My wife's just I
thought you would recognize that. I knew you.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It wasn't even fun. I was just tired.
Don't say that out loud again.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me.
You
gotta go home.
After being together so long, like I know your clock. You better TikTok, motherfucker, TikTok.
You're a machine. Come on.
Yeah, man.
No, I tell her sometimes, I'm like, man, I'm so tired. You're gonna have to get on top.
Niece is here.
Hey, Emily.
Niece is here.
Shit.
Hey. Look, he signed himself up for that.
He just he couldn't help it. He couldn't help it.
Yeah, let's clean it up.
Give me your last words in a minute or so about what are we talking about? Narcissism.
What the hell in your cup? Goddamn Bill Cosby been over here.
Hello, pudding.
Oh, damn. Pudding pop. Anyone?
Look, I still have a full glass. I don't know what you're talking about. I still have a full glass. This is all natural.
And that's the problem. She ain't had much.
Hey, that's probably how Jello shots started. Bill Cosby like, I just invented some really
Yeah.
and then you're gonna taste the most incredible pudding pop you've ever tasted.
All right. That's where we at. Look, I'm so lost. Look, I don't know where we at,
Which
bro.
last word? So narcissism or high self-esteem or both of them.
You go, John.
Yeah.
Me go.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
You're my.
You only have a minute now, don't you?
All right,
Don't you do a sermon?
So what do you want me to do?
Man, this is last words about the show.
Oh, the show? I like the show.
Well,
It's a good show.
You like
No,
Forrest
no,
Gump
I-
at it. You smell like
show.
cigarettes.
I like the show.
I'm just glad I can sit here. I feel like a crip because I'm always on your left side. All right. So, anyway,
people, this is not. Our writers are definitely on strike.
now Labor Day is coming up. You know.
Yeah, look, we had to get our show tonight produced through AI. So
Brought to you by AI.
Artificial intelligence.
brought to you by Open Chat. So like I don't know.
And they're not reading it apparently.
Oh shit, we got something to read.
You got to stay on task.
Right.
Well, it's just my narcissism coming out.
I know. I know. It's
I'm like
narcissism.
Tupac. All eyes on me.
Narcissism. Definitely narcissism. Okay, I'm gonna get my last word since and then maybe by that time he'll think about what he wants to say. Okay, so tonight we were talking about narcissism versus self-esteem. High self-esteem is talking about ways to recognize if you are actually a narcissist or you display high self-esteem. It's certain confidence and air that you exude about yourself. I feel like a lot of times, like we stated earlier, some of us all have narcissistic tendencies. We may display traits at different times. But the important thing is that you can find that balance between the two and you can realize, oh, wait a minute now, we got a call.
I don't even think he know he's gonna be on the show.
Who's that?
What up? This your boy O.C.B. Who I'm talking to?
It's the Bama boy.
Bama boy. Squad. Man, what up, brother? Man, it's O.C.B. Man, we out here. We talking about narcissism and high self-esteem.
What he drinking?
What's up, brother?
Who's that?
Look. What up? This your. I guess.
Good.
There you go. He called
it back. Because we got a little feedback.
Right. Go ahead.
Oh man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. You like this?
Okay. I don't know what happened. We got cut off there.
You better sound like you in the country somewhere, but tilting
Tilting
cows.
the soil.
You say tilling cows?
Tipping
I
cows.
just left Holly Springs though.
Yeah.
I just left Holly Springs where I wasn't getting no reception.
Oh, okay. What's up, though? How you do down there?
Now I get home and the power out.
No.
Man,
For
my
real?
power out, man. I guess a transformer blew or
Out
something.
the whole
over there.
neighborhood.
Yeah, it's the whole neighborhood, man.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Man, I'm talking about, man, I'm dog tired. I need a shower.
How the food go?
Done had a
Everything you sell out?
productive day, though. Had a productive day, though, so I ain't gonna complain.
That's what's up. Y'all here from All Night Food Squad himself. He had a great day. Y'all must have missed out. So when you gonna be out on these streets again?
Man, when I can wash my butt.
Hey, that means he cooking. That means you cook it all night.
Yeah, because I need a burger. I do need a burger. And nachos.
Nachos. Look, we making order live on. Look, we live making orders. You all know this food good. Wait, we just stop the show.
How we like our burgers.
I'm telling you, that's what I want. Another turkey
No
leg.
salt on the
That's all I want,
fries.
turkey.
No
Right.
salt on the fries.
No salt on the fries.
You know it, man. But yeah, I definitely will be out as soon as this smooth over, man.
Okay. Say no more.
Yeah.
I'll holler at you later.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes, sir.
Squad.
Man, I feel like every time
Yes,
I talk about his turkey leg, I feel like the Rain Man. I'm just like turkey leg, turkey leg.
All right, man.
Okay, yeah, I was wrapping it up, but
Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm gonna cut it off right there. I was just saying about narcissism and self-esteem, about finding the balance between the two, but don't go too far. Make sure that it's okay to have a high regard to yourself, but when you fall into that arrogance and the fact that you're better than somebody else, and it starts to hurt people's feelings, and you're not acting like you care,
Nigga,
and
fuck your feelings.
that
No,
was,
I just
that was good.
Right.
And now I'm trying to see what I was gonna say. But when you get
Man, you sounded
into
like a
that,
Republican.
and the way he said it with such passion,
Right. And bigger.
I'm feeling some type of way,
Right,
even though it was negative. I'm feeling some type of way. over
That's
it.
how narcissistic people
Yeah,
work.
yeah, they trick
That's
you.
how we work.
Manipulative,
The
yeah.
And they
manipulative.
manipulate
Some girls love that.
They do. But that's all I want to say. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Just be careful out there. Don't be a narcissist. When you recognize that you are, you need to
No,
pull
be
back.
one, but recognize it though.
I
Don't
mean-
just be blindly out here being.
But
You
for
know,
me, for
and don't know
mine,
you
for mine, don't be
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
be
don't be
one.
one.
but no, be one when it's time to be one.
Don't be one. Don't you be
When
one.
it's time to be one.
When is it time to be one?
So that's your final thought?
What we
CB?
Oh, man, I can get after that.
go ahead.
It is all situational, like we explained earlier. I mean, hey, like there's a bunch of. Hey, look. Okay, take a relationship for example.
I'm
A
scared.
man always knows he's gonna lose this argument at some point, somehow. It don't matter if it's verbally or non-verbally.
So a man automatically knows he's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
lose. We're gonna lose.
when we're,
I got
you know, that's what we're prepared to do. You know
I
what I
got to
mean?
I'm with you.
And
I'm
so-
with you.
But don't hurt me because you lose.
But there's certain things, and I think women get very complacent on this, and that's why I feel like it's situational. The guys do too.
I'm
but
about
on
to
a
give you the
different-
bombastic
Hey, that's
side
fine. I feel you. So, but what I mean is, like, I think you guys get complacent with us expecting to be wrong or just give in. But there's a couple of things, man, that will set a dude off. And if he's right and he knows he's right, like, I mean, we're getting a little narcissistic because now we're going to be, well, what about when you, like, be real confident
Yeah.
and
yeah.
just,
It's hell
and
to
just
the
and
captain,
start
yeah.
airing some stuff out that we ain't never.
Yeah,
wanted,
yeah.
you know,
Don't be
air-
bringing that up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
know what I'm saying.
But you
what
gotta
you're
say,
saying.
And
I
then
know
that's
what
when we
you
stand.
gotta pull out the big guns.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
put
when
that
those
shit
narcissistic tendencies. Exactly.
No, but when I call you call you out on that, don't make me look like I'm crazy.
Oh no, but
You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, you gone. I don't know what you think that for. What's wrong with you?
Mm-mm.
You
Must
crazy,
be.
you know?
No, they be like,
Don't make me
shit.
think I'm
What
crazy.
dude saying? Who raised you? Like you got that shit from your mama or
Yeah,
something.
right.
So I'm just saying,
Why you gotta say you're a son?
if we're having a conversation and I'm gonna tell you this, we don't expect to be. Well, I don't know about we. I'm just gonna speak for myself because I don't know nothing about what them other tricks think. But I'm just
You
saying.
struck a nerve.
I'm just saying. For me, I'm just saying when we, in the middle of a conversation, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right.
Yeah,
And
right.
we
but
should
this-
both be able to admit whether
Yeah,
we
you're
right or wrong
Yeah.
or
No.
not. But I should be able to come to you and talk to you about that without you
Yeah.
jumping down my throat and
Yeah.
throwing it back on me and saying, "Oh well, you
Yeah.
this and you that, and you shouldn't act like this. You shouldn't do that." But we talking about me addressing something.
I
about
totally, I
you.
totally get
Yeah.
that. What I was
Yeah.
talking about is like
And
there's
that's when it
certain
get
arguments
narcissistic.
where
Yeah.
guys are like, just like what Kevin Hart say, those words that a woman never wants to hear. Are you finished? And you hear that shit. He was in line.
Yeah.
Because we'll listen to all your BS
Yeah.
and then be like, are you done?
Now maybe
they're
that is
never
now,
done.
now maybe that is a place that you should be a little bit
Mhm.
narcissistic because I'm sure that we all feel like we're the best at what we do
Mhm.
and our abilities to do certain things.
Right.
And what time is it? Okay? We out the dark yet? No, we're not out the dark. But I'm just saying, some of us, all of us should be
should you
confident.
bring that into an argument? You be, what time is it? That throwing me off. I thought you meant for real. That made me feel like shit.
I'm just trying to see if the kids was in the bed. I'm trying to see if the kids in the bed.
Right.
But I'm just saying, it's okay to have a lot of confidence. Now, narcissistic behavior, and confidence and self-esteem is not the same. Let's get that straight.
Right.
We talked about that. Narcissism is the negative part of that.
So it's narcissism when if I ask you, say my name.
Yeah.
So is that being
that boy wild?
Is that being narcissistic?
No.
Don't answer that.
No, that's not being narcissistic. That's being.
I need to hear a reassurance from my fans.
No. Look, a narcissist
Your
would
number
be,
one
you'd be like,
fan.
say my name, and she goes, Jeremy. Oh, and then you'd be like, wait a minute, my name's Sam. You're like, oh, it's your fault because you had me around your cousin Jeremy all day long.
Now that's narcissism right there.
Right.
You're right, John. Good example. Good example.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I got you.
Help me. That's when it becomes
y'all
narcissism.
gotta be like, I'm blowing snot bowls.
That's that vodka getting.
Now every time you're around Jeremy, you just
who in the hell is Jeremy?
Right.
Like
Face balled up like a motherfucker.
Yeah, look like a Pekingese dog.
What's your name? Jeremy. Get the fuck out.
Get out.
I hate Jeremys.
And you hate Jeremy.
I hate
Well,
Jeremy.
you sound like that Smurf. I hate Jeremy.
I'm telling you.
Hey, y'all crazy.
Okay, Black
All right,
Man Strong. Let's give it to us in a few seconds, a minute.
Okay.
A minute.
Well, I credit my high self-esteem from my grandmother because when I was younger, I didn't really talk as much. I was very reserved. I was very reserved, and I was
Cap. No,
I'm
just playing.
I had issues because to the point where my grandmama made me look in the mirror at myself. right. She made me look in the mirror at myself, and then she was like, because I was self-confident by my Adam's apple and everything, because I was skinny and had a big Adam's apple. I felt like a turkey neck.
Just noticed that. I just noticed.
Let me tell you something. What she told. She said, "Son, look up and get used to it." She said, "Because you got a lot to say. That's why you got a big Adam's apple." And it probably was fun. It probably just something.
Yeah. So you wouldn't feel insecure.
It boosted my confidence, and it taught me this. And she always had the thing was speak up, speak out, say what you mean what you say,
right.
and let them coincide one another. That way you have a healthy balance of having self-esteem and not being a narcissist about everything. But living and growing and being in relationships, being in different, like you said, different situations, I still had to learn to govern that for myself.
Okay.
So I figured that maybe I was the problem in past relationships. Maybe I wasn't. But at times it took me to have to reflect on it and acknowledge that and say, you know what, that was a bit narcissistic of me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like I'm so genuinely good at this aspect of something that I overlooked it. What they could have felt about how I did something, whether it was right or wrong, good or bad, up, down, left or right. But I made sure that my self-esteem was still intact in the end.
Okay. All right.
Man, your grandmother's, dude, she's a saint because she told you that, and that makes Eve want to come down and sin again, dude.
I thought he was going to give him a nice compliment. All right, bring it on.
If you was gay, it looked like you'd be juggling children.
Wait a minute. See, he makes my job so hard when it comes to editing.
Only my brother could say some
shit.
He
makes my job hard when it comes to editing.
Hey, I think this is a wrap, though.
You think it's a wrap?
Yeah.
You got anything?
Nah, I'm good. I just want to say, like I said, I appreciate everybody who logged on. I saw Veronica Jones, Russell. Hey, thanks for watching. You feel what I'm saying? That's new. Yeah.
Tell a friend.
Yeah. All of that. But like I say, y'all just be aware of your narcissism and high self-esteem. It's a difference. Mm-hmm. I hope y'all know the difference. If you don't know, go watch the show again.
If you don't know, you will.
Yeah, if you don't know, you will.
If you don't know, you will.
All right.
Oh yeah.